Children depend on their parents for stability and support. Children who live with only one parent are particularly vulnerable to economic insecurity. At least 4 of every 10 children who live with their single mother live in poverty. These mothers struggle to provide their children, piecing together whatever they can. Support from the fathers of these children can help, and many of these fathers are ordered to pay child support. Yet, the fathers of these children are often poor themselves. An estimated 3.5 million fathers live apart from their children and are poor. Many of these fathers are involved in their children's lives and want to support them, but they are unable to find and keep a job. Too many face multiple employment barriers. Most have no more than a high school education, and many have not worked for some time. Some have health problems, substance abuse issues, unstable housing arrangements, and limited access to private transportation. All things that make it difficult to get and keep a job. Added to these challenges, many fathers have criminal records, further reducing their job prospects. This means that these fathers not only owe child support, but they may also need to pay fines, fees, court costs, restitution, or drug testing. All of these challenges can undermine a man's capability and desire to be a responsible father. Fortunately, programs like the Pennsylvania Placement and Retention Program can help fathers quickly find and keep jobs so they can support not only themselves, but also the children who are entitled to their support. The Pennsylvania program provides participants with assessment, job readiness training, short-term hard skills training, substance abuse referrals, placement into unsubsidized employment, tiered employment, retention counseling, and transportation assistance. At the same time, the program integrates with existing government systems to lower support arrearages, meet the needs of child support enforcement, the court, and the client, track client progress in the program, and expedite wage attachments. Kali is a 33-year-old father of 1 child, with some college and criminal background involving burglary and weapons charges.
Well, when I finally got into the program, the training I received was computer skills and how to write a resume, and also how to conduct myself on an interview. Well, what I learned while dealing with my prison record in the program was that I needed to be upfront, and I needed to know how to explain exactly what happened in my criminal history. And not only that, but also I learned to also accentuate the positives out of my experiences. Well, finding a job affected me with my child in a manner that it made me more prideful when coming around her and being able to see her and know that I support her now instead of always being shameful that I couldn't support her in the past. The advice that I would give others that's in a situation like mine is when coming into the program, be open-minded, and exactly what you put into the program is what you'll get out of it. So if you come with an open mind and willing to learn from this program, it'll help you greatly.
Gerald is a 29-year-old father of 1 child who managed to earn a high school diploma after being in special education classes for most of his schooling. Despite a clean record, he had many challenges finding and keeping a job.
Went through the court system and they introduced me to the program. I got a job. I'm still working at the company that I am at now, and I've been there for 13 months. The best advice I can give y'all is, as parents, go ahead and just go to a counselor or go report to a court system and tell them that you're really interested into getting into the program. My relationship with my son is good, and we doing good things together, and I always see him all the time.
Charles is a 26-year-old father with a child in elementary school. Although he has a high school diploma, he found it difficult to find and keep a job because of his criminal background and drug problems. When he started in the program, he hadn't worked in 6 months.
Well, I fell behind in child support, and I went to the courthouse, and I went to the office and I sat down with the people in the program and decided to do the program. I had about 7 years of substance abuse with the criminal background. Hit rock bottom. Was in shelters. Since I've gained the employment and going through the program, things with my son were a lot more close. He comes to me more. He calls me on a daily basis. I enjoy having him. I don't look at it as a burden at all. I can actually be a father and enjoy it.
In each of the cases that you have just seen, not having a job has seriously affected not only each man's self-esteem, but their ability to be a responsible father. With the help of skilled counselors and special trainers, these men were able to strengthen their job skills, improve their self-confidence, and find opportunities in their employment situations. In the end, they all wound up with good jobs that allowed them to step up their responsibilities as a father. Working with their counselors, they were able to set up realistic child support payments, and in some cases, even pay back child support. As someone who oversees job development programs in several states, I know that these men and many others truly want to be responsible fathers. This program simply showed them how. By going to work every day, paying their child support, and spending time with their children, these fathers have overcome their challenges. And in so doing, they have raised their image in their children's eyes and have become positive role models for their future. The Pennsylvania Placement and Retention Program is not unique. There are similar programs across the country that work with child support agencies and organizations to help fathers find good, steady jobs. It's part of today's efforts to strengthen fatherhood and parenting in order to improve the well-being of America's children.